Since many of the used herbs are diuretics and increase urination to detox the body, proper hydration with spring water is vital. After successfully healing and helping hundreds of people in Honduras, Dr. Sebi went to the US, where he started his company selling herbal remedies and treating people individually. He cured many Americans as well and quickly amassed fame in the States. Dr. Sebi believes that what ails you can be cured with natural alkaline herbs and a vegetarian diet solely made up of what he calls electric foods, mushrooms, greens, and rye breads without starch. With all the money he made from his work, he established the Usha Healing Village in Honduras, which was named after his oldest daughter. It quickly became a world-renowned place for natural healing. Many people from all over the world traveled thousands of miles to receive treatment there. The village was situated in a spectacular location in nature, with natural medicinal hot springs providing steam baths and bathing in thermal waters as part of the treatments. Eventually, Dr. Sebi's fame became too big in the United States, and powerful organizations tried to bring him down. In 1988, the FDA filed a lawsuit against him for practicing without a license and false advertisement. In the ads he ran, he claimed that he could cure cancer, leukemia, lupus, herpes, AIDS, and many other diseases, some of which were deemed incurable. Dr. Sebi took on the Attorney General of New York in the Supreme Court, and the judge asked Sebi to provide one witness for each of the diseases he claimed to have cured. In addition, each witness had to bring a certified document from an independent doctor that proves that he or she had the specific disease, together with another document from a different doctor proving that the witness is now cured of this disease. The judge, the attorney general, and all of the people following the case were shocked when 77 witnesses joined Dr. Sebi in court in person, bringing the required documents proving that he did in fact cure all of them. Although he was questioned for hours and different laboratories tested his herbal remedies, he was eventually found not guilty. The trial backfired and made him even more popular. Dr. Sebi started working with many celebrities. He helped Michael Jackson overcome an addiction to morphine and painkillers with his African bioelectric cell food therapy. He also cured a 5-year chronic headache of Steven Seagal's using herbs. More lawsuits would follow, but the popularity of Dr. Sebi was nonetheless growing. The FDA could not stop him as more and more people backed his claims and stated he cured them. The Attorney General's office even sent undercover agents to the Usha village to investigate and potentially find any irregularities with Dr. Sebi's practices. On May 28, 2016, Dr. Sebi was arrested at the airport on money laundering charges. This was because he was carrying $37,000 in cash with him. Despite Sebi, his friends, family, and patients denying the charges, he was placed in prison. At that time, Dr. Sebi's company was making vast amounts of money from healing remedies, while Sebi himself was earning a lot from personal healing sessions. Therefore, all that was needed to set Dr. Sebi free of the charges was a document from his company proving the source of the money. His family repeatedly contacted the company to get the required documents. However, no one from the company responded to their calls or tried to help Dr. Sebi in any way. Usually, when a high-profile person like Dr. Sebi is arrested on charges like money laundering, a court date should be quickly set up for a hearing and bail he can pay to stay out of custody until the trial. However, he received neither, and he was treated as if he were a vicious murderer, not a healer. All he could do was stay in the awful conditions of the prison and wait. After a month, Dr. Sebi told his daughter that they were trying to poison him with the food they were giving him in prison. Although Dr. Sebi was 82 years old, he was known to be in excellent health, and it could be seen on this video, which was taken before he was imprisoned. However, in August 2016, authorities announced that Dr. Sebi had contracted pneumonia and died in prison. But his family had a different theory regarding the cause of his death.
I spoke to him about 3 days before he had passed.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be able to say from that conversation that he passed from pneumonia, not based on the information that I've obtained, where he said he had been on a 2-week fast at the time, and so he was feeling low and he needed something, and you can tell, but I wouldn't be able to attest that he died of pneumonia. Besides, we had a confession, and so no, I don't believe that.
You had a confession?
Absolutely.
After his death, the company he created, which did nothing to help him, patented his name and stole his legacy. Many people, including Dr. Sebi's first wife and oldest daughter, claimed that the remedies his company started to sell were not the original healing formula. Consumers also reported terrible reactions and side effects after the recipe was altered. Dr. Sebi's legacy had been compromised, and the significant threat he posed to the multi-billion-dollar medical industry was over. They had finally managed to silence him forever and destroy his legacy. Major newspapers did not even mention his death, despite the fact that Dr. Sebi had proven in court that he could cure cancer, leukemia, lupus, herpes, AIDS, and many other diseases naturally, with over 70 witnesses to confirm it. The question that arose was why such a great man did not receive any notoriety. If word got out that cancer could be cured with fasting, a vegetarian diet, and alkaline herbal remedies, who would pay thousands of dollars for chemotherapy and synthetic drugs? If the majority would use Dr. Sebi's methods instead of medications, it would be a significant hit to the medical industry. Do you believe that powerful organizations are behind the death of Dr. Sebi?